All right, John McCaig here, Liberty Aid Academy, and I am going to do the trust crash course. That's right. Going to do it sort of Mondays. What am I doing here? Thought I had this all set up, ready to roll. But yeah, oh, let's give me a second here. Oh, da, 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 da. All right, I got some company. Good. I'm going to go over the trust crash course here. Here we go. All right. Thanks for sticking with me there. I'm just getting this pulled up. Ball. Here we go. All right. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to start doing the trust crash course right now. I'm not going to be able to show the slides, but I'll get that together soon. And what we're going to do is what I used to do Mondays at noon, and I want to go over the basics of the trust and what's involved with it, and just make it so I'm here available Mondays at noon, and people can ask questions. Okay, what's with the trust, what's going on. So I'm going into the trust crash course. Before I get into that, I'm going to go over a couple things here. Okay, some changes, some positive, good changes we're making at Liberty Aid Academy. Um, March 1st, okay, price for the McCaig Mastery Trust. So the rest of the courses are going to be going up. So please get all this stuff before then. Or if you'd like to wait, that's okay because we're going to add some things to the McCaig Mastery Trust bundle. And that is some stuff I've been working on previously with great success that I've had in the past some trouble putting on Liberty Aid Academy. But since I've tested over on some skunkworks on JesusChristTrust.net on the same kind of a platform that I'm using here for Liberty Aid Academy, it's okay to put it back into the bundle and put these courses up again. Remember, I started over a decade ago showing people how to get rid of debt. Well, I'm going to put that back in the McCaig Mastery Trust bundle, the debt forgiveness. Yeah, that's going to go in the bundle. Uh, Also, another thing I've had 100% success with over the years is solving the issue of foreclosure. Never get your home seized. So, foreclosure success course, that's going to go in the bundle too. I'm going to add a new course to the bundle, and this is all happening by March 1st. Okay. So now I'm going to add a new course, and you can get them a la carte too. The courses will be up, and you can get them a la carte. Um, Another one is how to dissolve a trust, right? Let's say you built credit up and you accidentally forgot to pay some credit back, right, for your trust, okay, whatever. And how do you dissolve that trust? Let's say you didn't pay back your EIDL, maybe your PPP. How do you dissolve the trust so nobody's going to come after the trust? I'm going to put that course up, okay? Or maybe you just I've moved on. I'm using another trust for other reasons. I'll show you how to dissolve the trust. That's going to be your course too. Okay. Also, I'm going to bring my consults back up. I'm in India now. I'm in the area of Chennai right now. Used to be called Madras on the East Coast. Anyway, I'll be back from this spiritual pilgrimage guiding of others on March 10th. So yeah, you can get this, a consult on March 1st, but you can only like schedule it after March 10th when I get back. That'll be a part of the McCaig Mastery bundle too. A lot of people want to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? How are you, Marilyn? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Reagan, all right. Nice to have you too. Also, going back up on the website will be the concierge uh, choice where you can get a bundle of consults basically, and I bring you through the whole thing. Get a bunch of my consults together, and then we work through the whole thing. All right, together. I've noticed that that helps a lot of people. Like we recently got Canada as a place that can use your trust and everything, and that individual got the concierge, and I was there with her, went through it all, and it was really good. So, some people just want to go through all the details, and I'm there for that. Okay. I've just been out of the country, and, the time is so different here and there. I feel like the work I'm doing over here, the spiritual work and the time difference and stuff, I couldn't really dedicate myself to consults enough for people, but I'm coming back. I'll be back into that. As so, that's going back up too. Okay. Jerry, so thankful for all your legwork and proof of concept and testing and safety for all of us. Yeah, you know what? I've been doing this work for over a decade, and I started the trust in 2016. Right, I did that 2016. I did it first, and then I copyrighted it, and I've been bringing it to everyone ever since that. A lot of my students in the past have stolen my copyrighted work, and they've opened up other schools and so on, and they've taken out parts of the trust that make it legal, that make it problem free. One of the things that makes it legal and problem free is by the IRS tax code, right? There's excuse me, there's no reporting of taxes or paying of taxes to the IRS. You simply don't do that. Why? Because this goes under a convention. What's a convention? It's called That's a pact. Okay. In other words, in this trust, it says Jesus Christ is your sole authority. That makes it a pact. Yeah, you can make a pact with the devil. That's the God we trust. That's a trust. Okay. And this trust that you do all on your own, you side with God. Okay, that's legal. So there's a Christian loophole that allows this. Everyone else doing trusts out there, they took it out. They took that out. And so they're going to have some real trouble with the IRS and legal trouble for all their students and stuff. They didn't listen to me, right? I got an MBA, master's in accounting, 30 plus years business experience, and over a decade experience doing this. And it's my copyrighted work. Why? Because I don't break any laws. I follow all the laws. No one has a single problem. Okay. And that's what when I get back to, I'll be starting a law degree online, which like I found a place to get it online. And when I finish that degree, I'll be suing everyone that has stolen my copyrighted work and putting them all out of business. That's right. Right? They sold their soul to the devil, and they took out the thing that made it an actual legal trust, so you don't have to pay taxes and so on, right? They sold their soul back to the devil. Whoops, you know, and they're getting all the distraction out there. But what are they doing? They're ruining people's lives and ruining their finances because what they're doing is illegal, right? So anyway, this is my creative work and I have to protect it and I have to protect the people out there that are doing this. So I really am going to focus on this and add this to my work. Also, I'll be more helpful to people as I do it. Jerry, I pray for protection over all of your work. Thank you very much. I have experienced that theft of copyrighted info in my own secular business. Yeah, it's been going on for years for me. I have noticed now, I mean, this was like a year or two ago. I counted 8 schools from previous students that stole my work. It's unbelievable that they did it, and they've changed it. So it doesn't actually help people, and they've complicated and all that. This is very simple to do. I've made it extremely simple to do this. Okay. Uh, let's see if that's the yeah. Okay. Oh, one more detail. Speaking of, not trustworthy people, right? We had to stop the referral and affiliate link, program that we're doing because people have been abusing it. They want to become someone who does a referral just to get off on there getting the courses the first time. So, I mean, a lot of people have wrecked that for the people that are doing it honestly, but we've had to take down that program just because I just can't believe how many, you know, people don't have any morals and ethics, like that are not trustworthy. Look, this trust is about being trustworthy. I don't know why people are like this, but I'm not like it. Nobody here that does this work, our team that does this work is like this, but we've had to make that change. So I apologize about that, everyone. But I don't apologize to the people who abuse the system. This is extremely affordable and does so much for everyone. The scales of justice will be balanced by Jesus Christ. I agree with you, Jerry. Uh, Maryland, it's in the name Jesus Christ Trust. Yeah, yeah, it can be. That could be the name of your trust, 100%. Yes. Uh, you come to me to be in a covenant with Jesus Christ in a trust, and they are wolves in sheep's clothing. It's 100%. Unfortunately, that. So, anyway, my I will continue to do this work properly for everyone. So since 2016, no one has had a single blip of a problem from any direction with a single thing of any of my work. I'm going to 100% keep it that way. And me getting a law degree and getting a bar card and all that, I'll be the one non-evil lawyer, right? And that can only help people because my only job for over 10 years is helping people. So let's get into the trust crash course. I want to go through these details, okay? And if while I'm doing this, you have any thoughts or questions, I'm here for it, okay? Please bring up whatever comes up on your mind or whatever, and I'm here to answer any questions, okay? Uh, so, what is Liberty Aid Academy? Liberty Aid Academy teaches our students to pay zero IRS taxes, be exempt from IRS taxes and forms and reporting, get other free money and free services proven by testimonials to work for all of our students. That's right. You don't give money to the government, you don't give them reports, you get money and services from the government, right? It's a hack, right? So your person, right? They create this corporation. Oh, that's you. That's you. That's your ID. That's your name. That's your social security. That's you. You. No, they created that corporation. It's a sub corporation of the In God We Trust. Now we use a trust, right? Own nothing, control everything, right? Everything goes in a trust. And your person, it gets nothing. No income, no revenue, no nothing, no assets, nothing. So which they say is you, it isn't you, right? People run businesses, but they're not business. So this business, this straw man, this person, this corporation with a 9-digit number, social security number, all capital letter name that looks like your name, that's not you. That thing then becomes your vacuum cleaner, right? Because the government stole literally everything from everyone and is trying to make us slaves. So why, right? Why would we be paying what? There's a national debt. What are you talking about? We have to pay for houses. We have to pay for land. We're a country. What are you talking about? We have the biggest military. How can we pay anyone for land or houses? What are you talking about? You print money. How can the government owe money? It's such a scam, right? Why are we paying for electricity and food? It's grown here. What? It's ridiculous, right? It's absurd. It's such a scam. So we're going to use that person as a vacuum cleaner to get all the money and services we can for free from the government, right? Because there's only three options, right? You could either give the government money, which we're not going to do anymore. We could either, the government gives us no money, we give the government no money. That's better. Or the government gives us money. That's what I focus on, right? We're not your slaves. No, we're not your slaves. Sorry. So this is the hack that gets as much as possible from the government. It's a pittance compared to what they stole from us, but all our assets and our money is safe from now on in the trust, and we use the person to get back as much money and services as we can from the government for free. That's a hack, and it's all legal. Okay. So our courses at Liberty Aid all use copyrighted, unique material only used at our school. All our students' testimonials have a notarized affidavit proving their outcomes, and testimonials are 100% real by real people just like you. Blue only goes to the EIN trust. Yeah, and not the Social Security, right? Donations, gifts. It's not income, it's grants. That's right. All right, Jay, welcome. GD, good to have you all. Okay, so I'm the founder of this, John McKeag, right? How did this start? Well, I got crashed on by the government, right? Back in like the '08 crash, I got crashed on in '06, right? I got foreclosed on, got my home stolen, got homeless, right? So I'm living the American nightmare. And I was like, you know what? Everybody's like, "Get a job, get a job, get a job." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling all slavey like that." No. Like, something is wrong with this system, right? I got an MBA, I got a master's in accounting, I was a general contractor. Had a bunch of people working for me, simply building, doing as good a job as possible. And so I'm like, you know, "Hey, what's going on with this system?" You know what I'm saying? And then I realize when I get into this debt stuff, I'm like, my credit report is screwed up and stuff. And I'm like, hey, wait a second. I look into the laws and everything and I realize, hey, the bank never signs a document. They don't sign anything, right? There's no contract between me and a bank or anyone in a bank. That's slavery. They just create money on the spot. They don't have that money. They lend out, they give out money. They pretend they lend money. How could a business get by a 1%, 2%? They can't do that. Banks could live with that. No. And they have every building. Like they own all the houses. We owe them, right? And they have the largest buildings in every city. So the banks are running a scam, a Ponzi scheme, you see? And it's illegal. And the government knows it, the courts know it, they don't care. Well, that's why I'm adding the debt forgiveness thing back to the whole McKeag Mastery Trust bundle, and also as an individualized course that teach people how to get rid of that debt. That's what happened to me, right? I cleared my credit. I went to court. I got checks that was owed to me, and I got my credit cleared. And so I wanna teach people go back into teaching people how to do that because they're always messing with us, aren't they? So, but then after I cleared my credit, I was like, how do I keep myself and everyone safe, all my assets and everything? And that's when I come to the trust work, okay? So, and so that's when I come up with that whole hack, and everything's been working, and that's how it all got started, okay? So, I cleared all my debts and started helping people. My YouTube channel that we're on right now, that started in 2012, right? In 2016, I brought the trust to everyone. Uh, so I've been doing this for over 10 years successfully. And, the McCag Mastery Trust, and under all the names I've gotten that trust out, that's copyrighted under copyrighted.gov. The government believes that this is worthy of a copyright and gave me the copyright to this. I'm the first one to do this. Okay. There's a loophole. That's what accountants do. Find the loophole. I was like, you can't use the word bank or trust, like where you're naming any kind of business. You look at the Secretary of State in all 50 states, right? And you want to name a business. Well, you can't use the word bank or trust unless you can't use the word bank, right? These two words have specific rules to them. And the word bank, it's like, well, you can't use the word bank in the name of a business unless it's a bank. So the bankers run everything. And they had special rules for trust. So, you could only use the word trust for in any advertising or any, using a name of a business or anything. You can only use the word trust at the end of a name if it's a trust. So if you make a trust, it has to be dot 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 trust. Trust at the last word. And then I was looking on the dollar bill. I'm like, Inga We Trust. I was like, that's a trust. I looked it up, right? Uh, I looked it up and I'm like, oh my God, that is an actual trust. And they've been hiding that from us. And I found it. It's registered and, they have that old big old story, right? They have that story like, oh, it's just a slogan. Yeah, it's their slogan. That's for sure. I'm gonna put the link uh, in the chat of the In God We Trust. Yeah, it is their slogan, but it's also the name of their business. And in the name, if you hit the link, it says "In God We Trust" / wait, I'm backwards here, / USA Inc. A / in the registration of a trust means DBA, which is an acronym for doing business as, which is another name for doing business as is a business term, which means you can have one business with two separate names. Aren't they clever, right? It can be named In God We Trust and also USA. So the United States, right, is a business. Because why? If you create a trust, one of the things I learned, and I teach this in the Business Finance 101 course, is how to build credit for your trust. And so a trust, you don't get it from a Secretary of State, right? You don't get it. You create it yourself. So if you want to build credit for a trust, get a credit card, right? And the USA has credit, don't they? They got $33 trillion in credit. That's what they say. So I realized they have to be registered, right? It's not automatically registered to the trust. But in order to get a lender to lend money to a trust, it has to be registered at a Secretary of State. So I'm in school. You heard the story, right? Oh, the Declaration of Independence, the Declaration of Trust is how you start a trust. The Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia. That's what it said. So I looked up Pennsylvania, right? Let's see if the In God We Trust, there it is. It's also called the USA, right? And there's a link right in the chat. And so I was like, oh, I caught you, right? The In God We Trust is a trust. I look it up, and you're also operating as a USA. Okay, I caught you. So, okay, they could do it. They can make a trust and operate on a trust. We could operate a trust at the same level, right? Who does the In God We Trust pay taxes to? Nobody. They take in the taxes, you see? So all other businesses like an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, blah, 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 right? All that are sub corporations of the In God We Trust. This trust is at the same level. This trust that you get as a student of Liberty Aid Academy is at the same level. And the IRS and states too, but the IRS has rules that say, well, you don't pay taxes and you don't report taxes. Because what? The In God We Trust, USA doesn't do it, right? All their government land is property tax exempt, right? Yeah. No. So see, the government has 501c3 status. So does this trust. It has 501c3 status that doesn't report. It doesn't report. You don't report. Isn't that great? Surge. Let's see. According to the Social Security website, I'm 90% through with the disability claim. Nice. Have any stories of that being successful? I I have heard of people, yes, you could have a trust, you see, and your person gets the secretary gets status of being disabled. That's not you being disabled. You can get SSI or SSD, still operate your trust. Money goes in and out of the trust, no taxes, no reporting. There's no more personal or business stuff anymore. You can have a business, okay? Doesn't matter how much money you make. You could still, for your person, get it disabled, get a check every month from the government. Way to go, Surge. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying India. Thank you very much. Some things I'm enjoying about it, but they're just as spiritually asleep as the USA. I don't know what I was expecting, but they are. So, well. But I'm here guiding the few people that signed this trust with Jesus Christ that wanted to come and see God. I've seen God here. I'm bringing him the same place, so I'm doing that guide work. Thank you very much. Uh, so, what are the benefits of the trust? What can you get? EBT, right? Your person qualifies for EBT food stamps. That's almost $300 a month. Okay, in a first year alone, what? $300 times 12 months. That's $3,600. Right now, all the courses bundled together are $1,500. They're going up March 1st to $2,500. In your first year alone, on food stamps alone, you're going to make back $1,000 more than you spent for the courses if you do this. Come on one thing alone. That's not even taxes. Come on, what? Can you imagine? So you can't not do this. You see? Jerry, when we direct our person's SSN info, uh, the trust, are there taxes to deal with? No. Or do you take the taxes out? I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. You don't use, if you're a W-2 employee, this hack doesn't work for you. You see what I'm saying? You have to move to a W-9, in which case you write in the trust, and the trust never reports, never pays taxes. Hey, people don't know about this, and then they learn about this, they change their life, and you get out of a W-2, W-4 situation, get into W-9, or just, get out of that position altogether. Okay? Oh, Social Security checks. I got you. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, your Social Security checks, you'll just, you know how you go online for Social Security? You just put in the account number and routing number for your trust. It gets a direct deposit in there, and that's it. You see what I'm saying? End of story. That's the end of the story. Click, boom, done. That's it. Okay. Good question. I understand now. Sorry about that. Uh, yeah. No, no problem. Great question. Thank you very much for asking that question. And the same would happen, like Serge was bringing up, another Social Security thing, right? Oh, if he gets disability payments, okay. Same thing. Also, if you're getting Social Security, let's say you got a low amount you're getting or whatever, you could get full disability for anyone at age 65 just by clicking some buttons. Everyone 65 and older qualifies, so you can get that minimum maximum payment of Social Security at age 65, and then get that directly deposited into your trust. Another little hack, since we're on that topic. Okay. So another thing you can get with this is a free smartphone. That's right. They're giving away a free smartphone. EBT qualifies you, and so your trust gets everything, your person has nothing, and so your person qualifies for a free smartphone. Also, with the free smartphone, you can also use your current phone and get free phone service, unlimited text, talk, and data. I get that myself for my cell phone. I pay 0, and you can never get a bill. You never get a bill ever, and the service is great. I go through how to get that. It's wonderful. What about a 1099? Another good question, Lex. Because the IRS gives this trust 501(c)(3) status, right? How does a W-9 work? That's a great question. You fill out a a 1099. I'm sorry. How does a 1099 work? You fill out a W-9, right? Okay, at the end of the year, the company, whoever you work with, right? You don't know, they don't know. They send out a 1099 if you fill out a W-9, right? Okay, okay. It's in triplicate, a 1099. The company that's sending it out, they keep one, they send one to the IRS, and they send one to you, right? Okay. Well, the IRS gives this trust its 501(c)(3) non-reporting status. So they know you're not going to report for that trust, right? So the IRS gets one. They're not expecting anything from you because it's a non-reporting trust. You get a 1099. You know you don't report, you don't pay. So what happens with the 1099? You drop it in the trash can, you do nothing with it. That's the end of it. Do nothing, right? Do nothing. Great question. Thank you for that question. Super simple. That's all you do with it. Do nothing. The IRS gives this trust non-reporting 501(c)(3) status. They know you're not going to do anything with that 1099. End of story. Circular file. Boop. Done. Great question. Thank you. Marilyn, so to run a business, I can use OneTrust. Yep. Get a website domain. Yep. Operate the business through that website with proceeds going to the trust. Correct. 100% correct. Do I need another trust for a business website? No, you do not. No, you do not. Great question. Super simple. And that's it. End of story. Yes, things are that simple. That's all there is to it. So simple, isn't it? This trust makes your life so much easier, so much simpler. I love it. Problem free for everyone since 2016, right? I did it myself first. There are no problems with this, right? The government uses the same trust. You see what I'm saying? They just don't tell anybody. I caught them, right? I'm an accountant. I caught them doing it. I copied them, and then I literally made a copyright because they didn't make a copyright. They're just trying to hide what they're doing. We made a loophole and we're using it ourselves. I'm like, oh, great. How about I tell everybody else about it too? What do you think about them apples? Well, that's what I done. Okay, so what else can you get with the trust, right? They have free internet. You can get free internet. It's actually a choice. You have to choose free internet or free phone. It's one or the other. So that's a choice. Um, and another thing you get is SSI or SSD, like Serge was saying, right? It takes some time to do it, but your person, you could get an SSI or SSD. Sure, why not? Why not? Your person is just a piece of paper. It's totally disabled. It's just a corporation. It's not you, right? It has no brain, has no body, so it's 100% disabled. Just tell them the story they want to hear and get a check every month. Cha-ching. Thank you. Thank you, government. You stole everything, and I got like something back every month at least. Thank God, right? Brandon, just setting up my trust. Congratulations, Brandon. Welcome aboard. Fantastic. I'm happy you made it. But wanted it to be created in Tennessee. Okay, yeah, with your Tennessee driver's license side of your address, no problem. But is it okay to have the trust documents signed, notarized in another state? Yes, that is a-okay. Yes, I did that myself for my first trust. The Christian Ministries Trust was the first trust I started. I started in Arizona, in Tucson. And then later, I'm living now in Florida. So then I use, I found out about how to build credit for the trust once I moved to Florida. And so I registered that, created an Arizona trust at the Secretary of State of Florida at my address in Florida. No problem whatsoever. Okay. I did that myself. It's no problem. Yes, you could do that. 100%. No problem. Yes, yes, yes. Good question, Brandon. Thank you for that question. And welcome aboard. Glad you came to the truth. Glad you're using this financial hack. Finally, we're all getting over on the government. They used to treat us like slaves. Fantastic. Welcome aboard. I'm really happy for you. Keep the questions flowing. Hey, Brandon, you may not have noticed this because you're going through your courses and stuff, but we have a free online forum that comes with this called the Classroom. It's in your courses. You just click on that, you create a username and password, and you get in that. Okay. That is a free online forum. I'm the only moderator in there. There are hundreds of other students in there. All these postings, all these questions and answers already in there. So get in there. If you have any questions, get in there, see if it's already been answered. And if you have a question, just put it in. We got different headings in there, different sections. Just put in a question. I'll be answering it within 24 hours. Okay. And plus, not just me, a lot of times, all the other people in there that are doing this work are, answering your question too, giving their feedback. Because I'm in Florida. I'm not in every state. So you may be doing something and somebody else is like, oh, hey, I'm in Tennessee and this happened to me or whatever in relation to your question. So Brandon, jump in there, okay? You're gonna love it. All right. Yeah, God bless you too, Brandon, and really welcome aboard. I'm making this easy for everyone. It's been really easy. I also, give really good support. My team gives really good support, and I do in the classroom. It's called, private online forum. There's no one public in there. You had to have gotten a trust, so it's just people doing this work, not Facebook, none of that junk, right? No evildoers in there, nothing like that. Okay, so I'm in there helping everyone. All right. Uh, Jerry, it's an amazing community. Yes, yes, it is. Thank you, Jerry. And really, everyone else contributing in there is making it amazing. They really are, not just myself, right? I'm in there as moderator and answering question, but everybody is like, "Hey, I did this. Here's my proof that I got rid of my property taxes. I, got my EBT." On and on. Like everybody posts some proof of how they've done it, their success, and all that. It really makes really supports each other in going through this process of hacking the government, right? So no, it's great. No trolls, indeed, Jerry. Uh, the forum is great. Marilyn, you're in there. It's like a never-ending trust encyclopedia. It is, isn't it? It's so great, and that's one of the reasons I stopped my consults because I'm just able to support people so much in there. But people need to, sometimes people want to have my face and have a one-on-one with some topics they don't want to talk about in front of other people. I think it's better to not have, quote, privacy and just, it's just your homies up there in there doing this. But, if you want to keep, some things to yourself, you and I can one on one. That's fine. You know, Also, it's over Zoom. So, I think a link gets sent to you so you could rewatch it if you want. What else have we got? You can get free health insurance with this too, with the government. Why? Because your person has nothing, right? So it qualifies for the Obamacare thing or whatever. So you could qualify for that. We teach how to do that. Uh, Also, you can get free housing, right? Section 8 housing. Your person has nothing, so it can qualify for a rent check every month. That's right, qualify for free housing. Anybody? Anybody? I use an example in that course that I teach on how to live free in Kauai. Anybody want to move to Hawaii? Seriously, there's certain places where it's difficult to do Section 8. There's a long waiting list or it's closed or something. But usually where it's colder or further away and stuff, it's easy to get Section 8. A lot of different people have Section 8. They're using free rent. Come on. Like that's a real hack, and that can be really helpful. Uh, let's see. Charles Leak is Jay. I know it's Jay. So when I say Jay, you know who I'm talking about. Okay, Jay. Always had a question, Jack. Yes, just thinking if someone has lots of equity in a house, yes. Could they, if over 65 years old, get a jumbo reverse mortgage loan? I mean, they can if you want to. Put the money in the trust, yes. Put the house in the trust and then go and apply for property tax removal with the county. 100%. Yes, Jay. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. 100, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You could quit claim it into the a trust, and then you would apply at the county level for exemption of your property taxes. I hope people watch Thursday live, right? We do Thursday at 7 p.m. live. Man, our last one you got oh my god, it was a doozy. Uh I renamed that one. What did I call it? What's her name? Oh my God, it's got to come to me. We have a testimonial in there. You got to see someone that got their property tax exemption and so much more. Oh my goodness, go watch that. You have to go watch that. Anyone that's doing this work, it'll blow your mind. Okay. Yeah, you could do that. Good questions, Jay. Thank you for that, Marilyn. What about a business license for digital online services for the trust? Why you need a business license? I've been, using a trust and have an online business for years. I don't have no license. You don't need a license to do it. No. Lex, hey Lex, good to have you. Roxy, Jay, thank you, Roxy. Roxy Wright testimonial. Look up that live. Thank you, Jay. Her name slipped my mind for a second. Roxy is like, man, you want to have like a trust hero. What she's doing, it's someone that's taken this work to the absolute limit. You're not even gonna believe this woman's story. You have to go watch it. She is just such an inspiration. She got on live on our live program, and you can listen to her. She's on video live and listen to her story. Blow your mind in a happy way. You have to go watch it. I have to go watch it. I have to go watch it. It was just this last Thursday. Oh my god, just so great. I got a lot of feedback from people on that one. It's like, and I've been hoping for years she would come on and be able to give a testimony as she gave it. Like Roxy Trump, right? Just like, seriously, she has taken this work to such a high level. It's just unbelievable. Oh my God. You saw that, Brad, right? Come on, come on. She is so great. What a great woman. What a great matriarch. I mean, her story, right? So wonderful. Didi, when people say tr- say doesn't I'm going to say Roxy, right? Like you're saying, Trump doesn't pay taxes. I got you. You're gonna say neither does Roxy. Exactly. Seriously, you have to watch this. Yeah. Exactly, Dee Dee. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Okay, what is another thing another hack that this trust allows you to do? Uh, Free college, free graduate school. Anyone want a law degree? Anyone want to become a doctor and pay $0 to do it and still have great credit, right? Get all federal student loan money and never have to pay back a student loan and still have great personal credit. That's right. Go to school for free. This changes what class you're in, right? In other words, like you're not poor anymore. You could be rich. You could make a lot of money working and you don't have to pay nothing to do it. You just have to study, pass the test, get your license. Then you can help a lot of people. If you ever want to be a doctor, lawyer, professional, head shrinker, whatever, someone that makes a lot of money based on a college or an accountant, get an MBA, be a business, on and on and on. Any of them graduate degrees, any of them college degrees, you could do it. And so much can be done online now. I'm going to be getting my law degree online. I have 2 master's degrees already, so I'm going back for my doctorate. So yeah, get a free college for any of your children, right? Anyone can go to college for free. You don't have to pay a penny, right? Not a nickel. And free graduate school. Nobody pays a penny, right? Because it's a hack. Your person always qualifies, right? It's not making any money. So it qualifies right now under the SAVE program not to pay back any money on any federal student loans forever. Get great, perfect, credit score, no problem whatsoever. Another hack that you can do with this trust. Yeah. What else? The foreclosure success, right? That's going to be coming on March 1st as a course option. Uh, Maryland, is the debt forgiveness currently in the trust bundle? It is not. You need to. It's not even on the website on Liberty Aid Academy. It's over on JesusChristTrust.net. You can get it over there now. But I'm moving it to Liberty Aid Academy. Come March 1st, you'll be able to get it there. Okay, and you can do it a la carte. All right, and also we're going to send out an email. People that have like gotten the trust or the McCagg Mastery Trust in the past, we're going to have a way so you can upgrade. Make a donation for a certain amount and upgrade with all the new courses. And if you want to do a testimonial, it'll be even less to upgrade. Okay. Because what? You watched all the testimonials I have, and that made you get the trust. So if you do a testimonial, your upgrade will be less expensive to all the new courses and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Plus, you could get my consult in it. It's a really great hack on its own to get all the new stuff. And hey, listen, think about doing a testimonial. It's really easy to do. You write us contact at libertyaidacademy.org. We send you a little template. You interact with Tammy. You do a little video, and you help everybody out. Okay. And then it'll be a cheaper upgrade price for you. Hooray. So think about that, everyone. Uh, also, yeah, you could get rid of credit problems. That's what we're gonna have is the fix your credit, get rid of debt. We're gonna have that in there too, just like Marilyn was asking about. What federal tax exemptions do we have here, right? You pay zero IRS taxes with this trust. Pay zero, and you never file a report with the IRS forever. You never file anything. The only thing you do is get an EIN, and that's your only interaction with the IRS forever. They're off your list forever. So you never report. You never have to hire an accountant. You never have to learn any of that gobbledygook anymore. You just never pay them. You never fill out a form. End of story. What else do we have here? Zero estate taxes, right? Right? Everything stays in the trust. Someone in the next generation becomes trustee. Same ownership of all house, land, right? Oh, someone died and now, we owe the government and we can't keep our home. We can't keep our business. Wrong. We hack. no estate taxes. They don't get any money. Nothing happens if someone dies. Nothing happens, right? The government doesn't get a nickel. No estate taxes. Hack the money system. That's right. Marilyn, I'm excited going to get my business domain today. Congratulations. Good, great, wonderful. And pay the government nothing. Hooray. What else have we got here? Zero IRS business taxes. That's right. Like Marilyn's going to start her business, and how much is she going to owe the IRS from operating an online business? If you guess zero, that's right. You pay zero. No reporting, right? And no paying the IRS. There's no personal and business distinctions anymore. That goes away. What else? No personal taxes, right? You're not operating your person, right? So it has nothing, no revenue stream, no money, no income, no nothing like that. You don't give any money to the government for taxes for that. Instead, you get all money as services that the government has to offer. That's right. Give no personal taxes for the IRS. Uh, and you could apply for property tax exemption. That's right. Zero property taxes apply for property tax exemption. Also, one of the hacks that I teach, right, is let's say, I don't want my children to be programmed in the school system. I want to do homeschooling. Okay, the trust solves that problem, right? Because you sign up with God, so now you can be exempt, right? You're conscientious objector, homeschool your children. Doesn't matter which state you're in. You can have your children not going to day prison and keep them at home and teach them the truth. No problem, right? And also the trust helps with right a vaccine exemption if they start that nonsense again. I have that hack that comes with the McCag Mastery bundle. That's right, none of that, exempt from that. Uh, what about the child support problem? That is a hack that is solved as well, Lex. That's right. Because your person has nothing, it has no income, so it qualifies to pay zero in child support. So that's it. Yeah, that's solved. Good question, Lex. Thanks for that question. And yeah, Jay, that was a good question, Brandon, wasn't it? Marilyn, okay, good question on child support. I'd like to know too. That's the answer. That is the answer. Your person gets nothing, so qualifies to pay nothing in child support. That hack has worked out, right? And that way, keep the government out of your money, and so you can actually have money to support your children. Then you don't have any government involvement. Hooray! It solves it. That's right. Uh, uh, Probably half the men in prison are in there for child support problems. So, this solves that. And they can then be out of prison making money and support their children, which of course parents want to do, fathers want to do. The system makes it impossible. Uh, Brandon, for those who earn a pension after working 20 plus years for county government, how do you get them to not pay the person? You can't do that. You work for the devil, you got to pay the piper. Can't do that. That doesn't work. That comes through the person, so you got to do that. Sorry, you didn't know, but now you know. So you can't help with that. But that money drops right into your trust, so that no matter what happens, they can't take that money ever, right? So it's never available to them once you get it, but you got to pay the piper on the way in because you work for the government and stuff. So, but they can't take it once you got it. So that's the good news. Day prison, right? Hey, yeah. Don't send your children to day prison. It's all lies. Maryland, my son just got turned 16 and graduated this year. He knows the truth. Congratulations. Let's keep him knowing the truth. He can go to college, can go to graduate school for free, get a license, help people make some money. No problem. Jay, I want to learn more about the child support to help others. No problem. It's really simple. You don't owe child support because your person has nothing. That's all there is to it. You receive child support. You can still receive child support to your person. Okay. Just have it go directly into your trust. That's all. Uh, Charles, Jay, Is that a course in the mentor program? I think it might be, and if it's not, email us. Okay, I've spoken on that before. It might not be. Let me. It's a question I've answered. But I might put that course in there, right? Child support exemption. That's a good one. I should probably make a separate course for that. Thank you for that idea. I probably will and add that to the bundle. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. That'll help a lot of people. Brandon, no problem. Lex, yeah, isn't it great? Yeah, it's so easy. It's already done. Once you have nothing going to the person, it has nothing, qualify to pay child support. End of story. Oh, good, he's homeschooled. Fantastic. That's great. So he could still, get into college and go to graduate school if he wants to get a particular license, stuff like that. Get federal money, never have to pay him back for it. If he has a desire to do something like that, it's not necessary, obviously, but if someone wants to do that, they can do it for free. Jay, not for me, but think it would be helpful. You're right. And thank you for that suggestion. I made a note of that. Thank you very much. Uh, one good thing about this, too, is no jail and no being detained. No going to jail, no being detained ever. You sign with Jesus Christ, right? As they lose jurisdiction. And guess what? If anyone tries to put handcuffs on you, they can't because what? God freezes them. I've experienced this. I've gone to court. They literally wanted to chain me and throw me in jail, and they're frozen in place in front of you because you signed with God, who runs everything. You signed with Jesus Christ, and so literally, I've gone to court. Right? Remember when I did that on Facebook many years ago? Battle to the death cage match. Right? I did 15 lawsuits against them at once. Let's see who's in charge: Jesus Christ or the devil. Right? We, the devil. Uh, and so, if anyone had come, I gave the dates and everything. You would have seen that, four armed bailiffs with chains went to chain me up and throw me in jail and were frozen solid in their courtroom. You can't be detained. You can't be thrown in jail. That's real. And I proved it. If you had come, you would have seen it for yourself. I did it in public and I told everyone I was going to do it and for what reason. The proof is in the pudding. Here I am right here, right? And you could have come and watched. So I don't need to do that again. But I will be going into the court once I get my law degree. I'll probably be like, hey, come see that I can't be thrown in jail. Come on down again. I'll be in the future. Uh, okay, another hack. Zero capital gains taxes. No capital gains. Don't pay no capital gains. Right? Any of your investments, you don't pay taxes on your investments and stuff. Nope. Just move them into the trust. Do whatever you want. Invest in whatever. No taxes. No reporting. Zero inheritance taxes. Right? Oh, so you just pass the asset down. Someone else becomes trustee, right? To the trust still owns it. So no ownership changed hands. So no taxes due. No inheritance taxes. All right. And zero internet taxes, right? It's a 501c3 organization. You don't pay any internet taxes or anything. Brandon, looking at your trust agreement, I'm not seeing where it lists beneficiaries. No. I recommend that's on a separate document. But listen, to start this trust, you do not have to list beneficiaries. You just don't have to do it. And I teach in the mentor program. You go in there and look how to add people, add or remove people from the trust. In there, it teaches how to add beneficiaries. Because let's say you have children, you want to be beneficiaries, right? Sometimes you're giving out, you know, let's say you want to start a bank account, or, there could be some interactions you have where you might have to give out the trust. Do you want your children's names on that and stuff like that? Do you want that to be public information? Maybe not. So why put them on that document? They can be on a separate document, you see? And I teach how to do that. That's in the mentor program. And go look it up under the course name, adding or removing people from the trust. Good question. Thank you for that, Brandon. Okay. So you remember what Ronald Reagan said uh, many years ago in 1984 when they redid right the whole tax code? He said, and this is a quote: 100% of taxes that are collected are absorbed by interest on the federal debt. In other words, all individual income tax revenue is gone before one nickel is spent on the services taxpayers expect from a government. Ronald Reagan said that. So if you're like, hey, I don't know if it's morally or ethically right not to pay taxes. Well, guess what? All you're doing is paying the bankers that say the government owes money, right? Because the government prints money. So you not paying taxes, that was 1984, okay? I mean, come on, 1984, right? Your taxes don't go to paying for services for the government provides. Not one nickel, according to the president. So get over that, right? Get over that mind control you have in your mind that they place there, okay? Living soul, not a corporate entity. Nice. Jack, this is Jaron. Good. Good to have you here, Jaron. Jaron, I love your testimonial. It's one of my favorites. You're the best, man. You're so good. June 6th, I think it was 2022, June 6th, 2022, I think it was. And it's on our testimonials. It's on our YouTube channel. Man, I love that. I love that testimonial, Jaron. One of my favorite. I remember the date of it. Come on. Jaron's got one of the best testimonials ever. I love it, man. I love it. Thank you for doing that for everyone. Let me read your question. Okay, sorry. I need a living trust. This is a living trust. You're alive. Okay. Is the wording in the irrevocable trust eligible for a living trust? It is a living trust. You're alive. You created it. It's a living trust. Yes, it is. You want a living trust for other reasons. It already is a living trust. You're alive. It's a living trust. So it qualifies. That's just a terminology. Yes, this is a living trust. So it already is that. Already done. Done and done. Uh, what else? Brandon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used the certificate of trust as to not reveal the beneficiaries in the past. Fantastic. Good. Marilyn, I did the separate beneficiary document right away for your son. Fantastic. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, thanks, Marilyn. I'll take care of that next. Good. Jared, very welcome. Still no issues. Asset protected. Fantastic, man. Yeah, you got me on that question. Good, good. Already living trust. Okay. Marilyn. Brandon, he wanted to be inside the trust right away. Congratulations. You got a smart son. You're raising your son right. Way to go, Marilyn. Okay. There's three secrets to this trust. One, you can protect any asset no matter how big or small. Two, the process is free to do and it works fast at securing your assets. Secret number three, you don't need to be a lawyer or a legal expert, right? I make a shortcut, right? I just teach you how to do it and that's it, right? Number one, you can secure anything with this trust. What do you mean, secure anything? Yeah, all your money. It can be in a bank account under a trust, any of your vehicles, anything with a title, a boat, a mobile home, a car, a truck, an 18 wheeler, a front end loader, all that stuff can be under a trust. Like I was saying, go watch Roxy Wright's testimonial from Thursday. All her heavy equipment, all her trucks, all that stuff, it's under the trust. And your home, any real estate, not just your home, but any real estate, anything with a deed can be under a trust, and then you can apply at the county level for real estate tax exemption. Your business, any business can be under a trust, and therefore that business then qualifies to pay no taxes to the IRS and never fill out a form to the IRS. Isn't that fantastic? Brandon, I heard you refer to it as a 501c3. That's right. But has a 50 no 508c1a is not a status. 508c1a is a piece of the code that talks about how to get a trust can get 501c3 status. This trust has 501c3 status. It gets that status through the code 508c1a, but it has 501c3 status. Good question. Yeah, you got it now. Secret number two, this is fast and free to do. All you do is fill out the documents, get an EIN, start a bank account. It can take one day. That's it. And right, secret number three, anyone can do this. You don't need to be a lawyer, accountant, nothing like that. Right? This is for anyone to do. Yeah, no problem, Brandon. Good question, Brandon. Thank you for the question. Uh, so how easy is this to do? Come on. All you do is sign the document, you get your EIN, you go to the bank. That's it. Your trust is ready. Your money is under the trust. You're up and running. That's it. You qualify for everything that I'm talking about. Okay, right? You just read and watch the training. You fill out your document, get your EIN, and go to the bank. Right? 1,000 people, more than 1,000 people have done this since 2016, but do it for 8 years. Everyone is successful. No problems, absolutely zero problems for anyone, right? And this is copyrighted with the USA government. That's right. Maryland. So, my business website, how do you put that inside the trust? Well, how you put let's say you go to, how do you put it in the trust? Your payment gateway goes in the name of the trust, right? Oh, I use PayPal. Okay, you get your PayPal in the name of the trust. Oh, I use Sh- what am I saying? Use Stripe. You would get your Stripe account in the name of the trust. Oh, I use Shopify. You would get the Shopify in the name of your trust, name of the trust and the EIN, and then it qualifies. Okay, that's how you do it. Good question, Marilyn. Okay, so let's see who else have been using these trusts for years and then told us right to our face in the public, the super wealthy, right? How about Senator Ted Kennedy, the Chappaquiddick incident, right? He's a young guy. He's driving around a young lady, right, in the car, and then he's drunk, drives off the road, and murders a young lady, right? And so they pay off, and he gets out of the criminal charges. So that young lady's family goes after the Kennedys, sues them under the civil courts, and what do they find out? The Kennedys own nothing. It's all in trust. So they get paid zero. So the Kennedys are telling us right up in our face from the jump, guess what? Use a trust and nothing is at risk. Horrible incident, but it worked. You see what I'm saying? An extreme situation, and they didn't have to pay off anything. What did Vice President of the United States, Nelson Rockefeller, have to say about trusts? Right? The Rockefellers use trusts. Everybody knows that. And he said, and here's a quote: the secret to success is to own nothing and control everything. Everything goes into trust. You own nothing. You're the only one that runs the trust. Aren't they clever? Now you're clever like the Rockefellers too. How about President Trump, right? 6 foreclosure bankruptcies he's had, right? And yet he was inherited a trust from his father, and so he gets a whole bunch of credit, right? Bankrupts a business, drops all the assets into the trust, and then his business, his LLC or whatever. Sorry, don't have any money, can't pay you back. Put everything in the trust. It's under a different business entity. He hacked the money system, and that's how the rich get richer. This is for you too. You could get richer too, right? That's what Trump does, right? He's like, him and Hillary are having a battle, right? He says, you know, and she's like, you don't pay any taxes. He's like, yeah, so that's the tax code. This is just a tax code. This is what the super wealthy do. I figured it out, and now I teach it to all the regular people. I'm teaching everybody. Been doing it for years. What does Warren Buffett have to say about paying taxes? Right? Warren Buffett, when asked about taxes, admits Warren Buffett, the super billionaire, one of the richest dude ever to take a breath, right? Pays less taxes than his secretary. Come on. This is what they're doing. The super rich are doing this, okay? Marilyn, thanks for all this. No problem. Everything goes in the trust. That's right. George, all right, George, welcome. Hey, John, good to hear you. Yes, this trust works as advertised. Thank you for the endorsement. Thank you, George. Yep, been working for George. No problem. Works for everyone that does this. Thank you for coming on and taking the time to type that out, helping your brothers and sisters, right? Jesus said, love your brothers and sisters, typing that out. That's giving love to your brothers and sisters. Thank you very much, George. Uh, Senpai. Oh, Senpai Kevin. Pleasure to be here. Welcome to you. Uh, thank you so much for your time. No problem. Is there a difference between a private equity trust, a pure trust, and a business trust? Those are all just made up names by idiots. They're just made up names that really people don't understand what they're doing, giving it like special words to make it seem like those people that stole my copyrighted work are intelligent and give it all these, names that are limiting names to, a trust. This is simply a trust, okay? What is a private trust means what? Let's go over what that term means in relation. This is a private trust, okay? So let's go over what that term means, private. See, it's private means you create it yourself. That's the only thing that private means in relation to this trust. It means you create it yourself. It doesn't mean anything else. A public trust uses a public agent like a CPA or a lawyer, right? And therefore, it's a taxable trust. A private trust that you create yourself is at the same level of the income we trust. You don't pay any IRS taxes. You don't report any IRS taxes. Okay, that's what a private trust means. Okay. A pure equity trust is just a made up name. It doesn't really actually have any meaning. And a business trust doesn't actually have any meaning in relation to a trust either. If you get this type of trust, it's a private trust, create it yourself. And so that means it doesn't report taxes, it doesn't pay taxes. You can, quote, do any business under this trust. So you don't need a, quote, business trust. You need a private trust to do any business without paying taxes. A pure equity trust, that just is a made up, like catchy marketing name, which just really doesn't have any meaning at all, actually. Okay. So good questions. Thank you for asking those questions. There are a lot of liars out there, unfortunately, with no proof. So what has been my tagline for all the many years I've been doing this work? Proof up or shut up, right? People tell us stories without their own proof or without their student proofs, right? They're not much of a senpai, are they? Right? If you're senpai, you show your proof first, and then you show your students' proof second. Everyone out on the internet, right? They got fake names on accounts and all that stuff. They don't post their proof. They did their own work. They're teaching first. I did the first trust and I put all the proof out there on this channel, out on Facebook when I was on that. I put it out in public everywhere. Look, I did this first. It's A-OK. And now I got all the testimonials up. Each testimonial has a notarized affidavit, or they would have put it on YouTube. It's all up there. All the proof is up there. And so proof up or shut up. And people out there saying, oh, you got to do this trust and that trust and blah, 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 blah. But they have no proof. Why would anyone listen? Because the first thing someone does is you show your proof and then you explain, oh, what you did after you show your proof. If you don't have proof, right? Shut up. We're not listening. You're a liar. You sold your soul to the devil. Don't ever listen to anyone without proof. Okay. So good question. And that's the yardstick we use to see who is senpai and who is not. Good question. Thank you for that question, Senpai Kevin. George, when opening a trust account, they will sometimes talk about personal and business trusts, right? They will sometimes talk about business or personal accounts, right? Because at a bank, you can have either a personal account or a business account. So you're mixing up personal and business trusts, right? and they're saying, "Oh, is this a personal?" Well, they're relating it to the services they provide, not the type of trust, right? The banks, yeah, they say that, but they're talking about what type of account you have. So what they're trying to do is because they work for the devil, right? Everyone who works at a bank is evil, and they're trying to block you from getting an account. All that matters is you open an account at a bank. It doesn't matter. The IRS gives this trust a 501c3 status. The bank has nothing to do with it. So all you want is a bank account opened, right? That's all you care about is the bank account's open and then the money going in and out. You don't care whether the bank calls it a business account or a personal account. So if the bank says, "Is this a business one? Is it a business trust?" You're like, "What? No." And they go, "Oh, okay. Open the account." You know? So you just go, "What? No." Don't go for that hook, right? They throw a hook. It's like, don't bite. But yeah, they're just trying to trip you up. No problem, George. Good question. Thanks for that question. Okay. So after doing this for all these years, I made it easy, right? You don't have to be a lawyer. All you do is sign documents to do this. I made it free, right? You get your EIN, you already got the documents, you sign it. All you do is pay for the courses here. But after that, the process is all free. In fact, the government starts paying you money back when you do all these hacks, right? And it's quick. You could do this literally, like you could get this on Friday, to, read the material and have it ready to go to the bank on Monday. This is super quick, right? Old habits die hard, don't they? You're like, but the government, you can't get out of debt and taxes, blah blah blah. The IRS, oh my god, what? I'm the only one with proof on the whole internet. Go look at all the proof. Go look at all the testimonials. Get over your programming, okay? Come on, please, people. Right? Proof up or shut up. Go look at all the proof over the many years of doing this. Come on, right? Right? Look at all the testimonials, right? What did Dee Dee say? It saved my life, even though it doesn't look like much has changed, everything has changed, right? And Greg says Liberty Aid Academy has been a big support in the creation of the trust. Any questions or concern they answered. The whole community has been a big support. The proverbial weight of fear has been lifted, and I'll be continuing with all their work. Thank you very much. UV, her quote from her testimonial: "It was simple for me to open up a trust. It's very simple as long as you follow Jack's instructions step by step." I'm Jack, I'm John, right? Jack's a nickname for John. Okay. Ron Mora says, "John, we love you back. God bless you. God bless you right back, Ron. Liberty Aid Trust is powerful. All our other assets were seized. Were seized. All their other assets were seized, but everything in the trust was left untouched." That's right. Go watch Cena and her husband's testimonial. They listened to what I said. They got a 40-acre ranch for free out in Montana. A vet that come home. I told him how to fix his credit, put down money on a property, and they got a free 40-acre farm with the deed. Go watch the testimonial from using this trust. Uh, right, TD. Maryland, it's so easy to do. I went through the major anxiety with getting the EIN. I had the trust. I did it right. Right? Yep. Everything changes. That's right. Your programming goes away. You're like, I could be a slave or I could be set free. Which one? Right? So easy. So easy to choose, right? You just get over your programming, listen to all the super wealthy and like, we don't pay no taxes. They don't mind rubbing it in your face. It's like, well, why would I pay taxes then? You see, you use this trust, so you don't pay any taxes either, right? Right? What are reasons you might not do this, right? Oh, I don't think I could do it. What anyone could do it. Anyone who becomes a student, like Marilyn just said, anyone could do this. It's not hard to do. It's one of the simplest things you're ever going to do in your life. What do you have to do with the trust, right? Put in the name of your trust. What name should my trust be? First and last name trust. Why? You got ID. Okay. What address? Well, the address you want to get your mail to. And that's it. That's like all you have to figure out. And then you get your EIN. Come on. Everything else is figured out. So easy. Come on. You're nervous about the process. What are you talking about? You're nervous. Go watch the testimonials. Why can you be nervous? What? Come on, all the super wealthy telling you all the time. What? Own nothing, control everything. Ha ha ha. You do the same. That's it. Reason number three, I think it's expensive. What? Come on, right? You get more than just you get double your money back plus extra if you get the course right now. You get more than double your money back in the EBT alone. Come on, what? Crazy, right? Marilyn, still have moments of anxiety, and that shows a level of programming, right? We aren't aware of it till we are, right? Yeah, but it goes away, and then you have a happy heart and an ease mind. You sleep better at night. Isn't it wonderful, right? It's wonderful once the programming and the fear goes away. You're much happier. So I'm not this special, right? The only thing that's special about me is I figured this out first. Right now, I'm responsible for helping people. I don't want to get in trouble with the IRS. No, I just follow all their rules. I'm not in trouble. No one else is in trouble. I just follow the rules. That's all there is, right? I'm not a lawyer. I'm going to become one, but anyone can do this. You do this privately, i.e., start it yourself. It's so simple, right? You could spend years and hours trying to figure this out, or just start tomorrow, right? We have it all figured out. Start the money and services rolling in for the government. Start today. We even have it. You can do a payment plan if you want. Maryland, yeah, your programming's dissipating. Fantastic. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad it's working for you. And your son. Your son won't be programmed because you decided not to be programmed. Your son is going to be set free thanks to Marilyn caring about her son and loving her son. What a great mother. Way to go. Our student portal, you get logged into that. You're a great mother, right? All the women doing this for their children, all the fathers doing this for their children. Great parents. Brandon, I saw where you stated charging your changing your personal tax status was fake, correct? Unnecessary, correct? I was studying how to correct status. What a bunch of BS as an IRS, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. Aren't they great at like they get, 100,000 followers if you're lying and you sold to the devil. But like me, I've been doing this channel on YouTube more than 10 years. I got only 5,000 sub followers. You can tell who's the liars by the thousands and thousands of followers, right? Oh, you sold to the devil. Well, let's put you up on the hit list. Yeah, all the evil stuff is out there to find very easily. All the things that do nothing, super easy to find out there. So I'm glad you come to the truth, Brandon. Way to come to the truth. Way to come to proof. I have proof, right? They just have stories. Oh, do this and blah, blah, blah. All fake named accounts and all that. What a bunch of BS. But you got to you got to wade through all that muck and mire of the evil liars to get to me. Thank you for keeping on going until you found the truth. Way to go. Way to go. You don't have to go anywhere else. Just do this work. You're good to go. Yay. No more of that nonsense. It's so wonderful. Uh, Marilyn, we celebrated changing generational programming and well, good. You should celebrate. What a great thing to do. Well, we celebrate a birthday. We celebrate, Valentine. Those are programmed, mind control, state created, do nothing holy days, right? Way to go. You celebrated something real and you show your son you celebrate reality. Congrats. What a great mother. The trust was part of his birthday present. What? What a great mother. Man, I love you. You're so great. Jay, congratulations, Marilyn. Indeed, you're right on that one. Brandon, love it. Love it too, man. I mean, what a great job I have, right? I get to spread the truth and actually help people, right? Quit giving the government money and start making them pay you and give you free services. Yes. Thank God, right? Uh, So you get logged into your student portal, right? It's really easy. The community forum, the classroom is there. You just make a separate login for that. You jump in. There's a private forum. You're like, oh my god, every look at all this information. What? Oh my god, you're so happy. And then I had a question. And then you're like, oh, and then I answer it. Boom, right? We have a FAQ in there, and then we have a lot. You get logged in, and all your courses are there, all your training. Just click start with the trust, and then go to the next relevant thing on your list for your life. That's all there is to it. So we're getting to the end of the trust crash course, right? Best way to get in touch with us if you have any questions, contact at liberty8academy.org. Tammy's in there handling the email, and she'll answer any questions you have. It's great. We're here for you. And once you become a student, get in the forum. I'm the that in the private forum. I'm the moderator. I'm the only moderator to just go in there. Hey, Jack, John. Hey, dude, I had a question. What about this? I'm like, the answer is clickety click, right? And you get your homies in there too, and they're like, "Oh, I did that too. Guess what? You could do this too." There's so much great information. So many people have taken the time to, hey, I opened my bank account here. I opened my bank account there. I was able to do this with crypto. I did this with my tax exemption, my property tax exemption, on and on and on and on. Go look in there. It's just invaluable. After you do the courses, you go look in there and you're like, what? It's wonderful. Tammy is great. I couldn't agree more, Marilyn. Plus, she operates a trust. So I love paying Tammy, who works with me. I'm like, I pay her on Cash App. I'm like, I pay her to her trust. I'm like, click. And when she did her trust and put her real estate that she has where she lives, her home, into her trust, automatically she got the property tax exemption. In her state, it was automatic. Come on. Just like Roxy on her testimony on Thursday. Go watch that. She got property tax exemption as soon as she put the her real estate in a trust. Yeah, no. Yeah, DDJ Bamba, right? It's amazing. So, thank you, everyone, for joining me for the Trust Crash Course. I'll be doing this every Monday at noon. We also have Thursday at 7 p.m. Then I'm on a different platform. Tim is hosting, and you can jump in there live and be on there, a video, ask questions, tell us about your experience. Anyone can get in there, okay? George, Libya Academy team is very helpful. Thank you very much. And responsive, thank you very much. Uh, they've always been great with me. Fantastic, George. We try and handle everybody. You know, we love this work. Everyone here is doing this work. Everyone has a trust. Everyone's successful, like all of our students. We love this work. That's why we do this work. Catherine, uh, I started my 16-year-old son with a trust, so he will never have to join the thievery program. Congratulations. What a great mother. All these great mothers in here. Isn't it wonderful to hear from all these success stories? And, you know, wouldn't everybody want a mother like that? I mean, come on. Couldn't ask for anything better. Uh, great if you have your children listen to this. I know like Dee Dee and other, mothers, fathers have people come in and listen, ask, questions to me and stuff like that. Catherine, and my daughter and I both getting paid to go to college via the government. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Congratulations to you both. Very smart ladies, right? Get a license. Do something where you're going to get a degree that you could get paid lots of money and help people at the same time. Why not, right? The rest is just BS programming. So I really recommend not like go to college to go to college, but go to college to get a license where you get paid well to help people, right? Oh, I want to be a psychiatrist, great. Go get an MD, get a license, help people with real problems that they have. Oh, well, I want to be a doctor. I want to, okay, great. I want to be a lawyer. Great. I want to be an accountant. Great. On and on down the list of professionals you could be. If I go to college or graduate school, they pay for the whole thing. You don't pay a nickel. Congratulations, Catherine. What a great mother. And you're not like, oh, hey, go do this. You're doing it yourself. Come on. What a great mother. Everyone, if there are no more questions, if anyone has a question or anything they want to share, it's great. Marilyn, does Cash App Venmo need to be set up as a business account in the name of the trust? What happens is you just attach Cash App to your trust account. Okay, that's all. And that handles that. Okay. Or just change current name to name of trust. Cash App, it would go to your trust account. That's all it is. It's just drawing money or putting money in and out of a trust account. That's all there is to that, right? So you just connect it to your trust bank account. That's all. Okay. I'm not using Venmo, but I think Venmo. Ever since I sued PayPal, they don't like me using Venmo and PayPal. But you just sign up in the name of a trust. Okay. All right. And you again, for those, you just attach your trust bank account to it. That handles that. Great question. Okay. Got it. Just send funds into the account. That's it. That's all there is to it. As long as money goes in and out of the trust account, that's it. Doesn't pay taxes to the IRS, doesn't report, end of story. That's it. Yep. Lex, as I understand it, once in the trust, nothing can be taken 100%. Lex is right. And that's the simplicity of the situation. Correct, correct. Catherine, I really considered joining you in your law degree. Why not? Why not? You can help protect you and your loved ones, and you could go out and help other people who are being taken advantage of. And they really take advantage of a lot of people out there, everyone practically, right? So many I unfortunately hear so many evil stories. That's why I've had to come up with so much help and getting things done. It's just really horrible what the government and banks are doing to people with a law degree, a law license. You can really help a lot of people. So, and your karma works out great with that. No, it's good, and that's why I'm doing. I got to shut down all the people doing evil work using my copyrighted work and changing it and messing up people's lives. I have to go do it just to do that. Yeah, yeah, I think that's great. That's why I'm doing it myself. And God, hey, listen, everyone, God bless your success on everything that you're doing. If you got any questions, if I can help you, I'm in the forum, right? In the classroom. Like Marilyn's been in there. What about this? What about that? I'm glad you're in there asking all them questions. I answer them. I noticed they slowed down in the last few days. So you're like, oh man, oh, okay, got all my answers. And off you go. Uh, right? No, I'm glad you asked all. Because anyone that goes in there and asks questions, probably somebody else has the same question. So I'm glad you done it. So everyone's like, "Oh, Marilyn already asked that. Oh, let me go. Oh, wow, there's the answer. Thank you for doing that." So, okay, again, anyway, any further questions, comments, or anything like that? Listen, go get the trust, everyone. Come on, like Brandon did recently. He's just opened his trust. He came to the truth. Everything's gonna be set up for him. He finally made it, right? If you're on the fence, come on, let's get this done. Go watch the testimonials if you need to. Get over your programming. Let's get yourself, your children, your family. Let's get them all safe in the trust and all your assets, all your revenue, all your cash, everything you got. Let's put it in a trust and get it safe. And then let's go take the government money and services, all that stuff, instead of them taking it from us. Okay. All right, everyone. So again, God bless your success. I'll be back here doing the trust crash course Monday at noon East Coast time. Okay. Now it's like midnight in India, but it's noon on Monday at noon, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. East Coast time. Right. I'm doing that regular show. Tim's hosting. You can get on video on yourself and jump in and be on that show. Right. Share your experience. It helps out a lot of people. Go watch Roxy from last Thursday. Complete anyone that's done this work or hasn't, blow your this woman is a hero. It's unbelievable. You have to go watch her. I'm really serious. She's an amazing woman. Okay, everyone. I'll talk to you on Thursday, all right? Senpai, seeing online a lot of uh stating to establishing a trust in a holding company. Yeah, a bunch of BS, all lies, right? Completely lies. Yep, they got no proof. All that's lies. All that's extra BS. All that's fake. Bunch of liars. No, you don't need a trust. You don't need land value. You don't need any of that nonsense. That's all BS, liars. That's all lies, all smoke and mirrors, all lies. All those people, a bunch of liars with no proof. Don't listen to a word they're saying, right? I got over a decade of proof. This works for everyone. You don't have to do all that BS, all that extra paperwork. They're just trying to ruin your life and put your assets at risk. Good question. That's all liars. They all got fake name accounts, no proof they done anything. And that's why I'm getting my law degree to put them. They all stole my copyrighted work and they're turning it into this evil stuff, saying you got to do all this other stuff. Complete liars. Thank you for that question, Kevin. But yeah, that's a bunch of BS nonsense trying to waste your time and put your assets at risk. No, no, you just have a trust and that's it, right? Ain't got we trust. That's all there is to it. Okay. Thank you for that question. Right? Don't listen to liars. Ask for their proof, and then you get kicked off their platform. Proof. Click, delete. Me, I'm like, what? Ask everyone for proof. If they don't have it, click, delete them. You see, proof up or shut up is the only rule in here. If they have proof, right, you could trust them. If they have no proof, they're a liar. And everyone doing that kind of work you're saying, they're all liars with no proof. Good question for that. A good way to close out. All right. God bless you all. Come next week. Kevin, if you still have any questions or anyone else, contact at liberty8academy.org. Okay. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you Thursday, 7 p.m.